Shalom, giving all honor, all praise, and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Arachak, Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone that rule well. And as always, peace, blessings, and salutations to the tabernacle of David, the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad across the four winds of the earth. When a people show you who they are, you just gotta believe them. You know, the scriptures say, if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, but at the end he will declare his wickedness. I'm sure that this ceasefire that they're alleging is taking place right now between Israel and Gaza. I'm pretty sure this is all gaslighting and political posture. That's all this is, man. They're politically posturing themselves because, you know, they've been on the receiving end of all the backlash and criticism from, you know, all the different nations around the world, the UN, other nations, you know, threatening to send aid and force, you know, to intervene in, you know, the entire conflict between the two. But we all know that this is all just political posturing and gaslighting. All right. But this in no way, shape, or form means that they're going to stop with their genocide. Like, seriously. We should already know what time it is with these devils, man. You know, the scripture said, if he speaketh fair, believe him not. For there are 7 abominations in his heart. And then eventually, before you know it, his hatred is going to be shown. Let's get Proverbs 26 and 27. Proverbs 26 and 24 says, he that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. So basically, in other words, when this devil wants to say peace, once this devil try to play the peacemaker, just know that there's war. Prepare for war. Don't be stupid. All right, position yourselves. All right, it says, whose hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be shewed before the whole congregation. And let me get Proverbs 12 and 20. And it says, deceit is in the heart of them that imagine evil, but to the counselors of peace is joy. You know, we know that these devils are very deceitful. All right, so you can't trust them, you can't believe them. You know, just given their track record. Hell, I want to say maybe a year back, they was having I don't think it was a UN assembly. It might have been a G20. It was one of those meetings. But BB, or Satan, he he was addressing everything, and he was mentioning how he wants peace. He's willing to broker peace, you know, with the other side. And as he was yelling that peace talk, Syria was getting bombed. You know, I don't know if it was Beirut or Lebanon. One of those areas was getting bombed as he was in there talking that peace talk. So why would you even trust him? And Trump, come on, man. They're acting as if Trump holds all the deck of the cards, like he's running shit. Trump is just being the puppet that he is. He's controlled. The elites, they are using him to push forward with their objective. All right. So This is all deceitful, and I don't think anybody's buying it. And a ceasefire doesn't automatically mean that there's going to be a stop to the war. All right, is basically we're just putting our objective to ethnically cleanse this place. We're going to put it on pause for now. That's basically what that means. And then to turn around and use Yahushua saying blesses the peacemaker. Watch, you gonna see it. All right, they're thanking Trump for this ceasefire that they know is not actually being facilitated, because what I'm going to show is they didn't give a damn about no damn ceasefire. They're still attacking them people over there. Do we care? Not us, because they're not our people. You might have some of our people among them over there, but as far as we're concerned, them Palestinians, those are Ishmaelites. All right, so we don't really try to set a defense for them, but we just point out the obvious of what's going on. All right, and how these devils can't be the Lord's chosen people with all this war going on. But anyway, let's watch this real quick.
President Trump, you have the best crowd in the world. What do you guys have to say to President Trump? Thank you.
That was the footage of ordinary Israelis thanking Donald Trump for a ceasefire that Benjamin Netanyahu once scoffed at. And watching them, you feel pity and a strange clarity. Israel may boast nukes in the region's most lethal military and intelligence apparatus, yet Gaza's resistance has proven there are limits to that power.
Until every hostage, every 48 of the hostages are home. Thank you so much. Blessed be the peacemakers.
God bless you, Mr. President. God bless America.
Thank you very much. You just take care of yourselves. The hostages will come back. They're all coming back on Monday.
So that means that there's an end to this entire ordeal. Nah, man, they're setting up a play. All right, you just know not to believe them. Let me get that in Psalm 55. Psalm 55 verse 21. It says, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords." All right, so this is all political theater. They're trying to posture themselves and they're trying to gaslight the world as if they're against the war and they're trying to stop it. No, you're playing mind games. All right, the objective is the Greater Israel Project. In order for them to accomplish that, ethnic cleansing gotta happen. That's just simply what it is, and they're not gonna stop until it's fully accomplished. So this is all BS right here. Okay, and let me show this now. Now this happened. All right, there's footage of this right now. So these civilians, they allegedly going back home, and all of a sudden they're like, we got to get this off. Watch this. I know they say it's a ceasefire, but we got to get this off.
العملية من بنود اتفاق وقف إطلاق النار الذي لربما منطقة واد. نعم، الآن على ما يبدو قذيفة. نعم قذيفة الآن على الهواء مباشرة.
نرجو أن تتوقوا الحذر. شارعي الرشيد وصلاح الدين نحو مدينة غزة.
إيش اللي بيصير؟ نعم، نحن أمام تطورات.
So are they going to hold the IDF accountable for violating the ceasefire? They just disobeyed a order, or is it just all pretense that they're still going to continue on with what they've been doing since they've been over there? They was waiting on returning, only to get shelled on. So it's laughable. It's a joke that they're trying to highlight this. Like they came to some type of moral high ground to declare to the world that, yeah, we're finna, bury the hatchet and everybody finna come home. We're reaching a deal. Get the fuck out of here, man. These devils, they're always gathered together for war. That's what they do. Okay? Blessed is the peacemaker. Yeah, he'll tell you peace and then come back with that sword. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And we know that they eventually are preparing themselves because they're gonna fight with Iran. That war is imminent. All right, is imminent. All right, and it's gonna take place according to prophecy. And these devils don't care if they gotta drag everybody into a global war to accomplish what they're trying to get done. All right, they're willing to drag the whole world into war over this. Okay, and that's why. Let's get 1 Thessalonians. When they shall say peace and safety, right? 1 Thessalonians 5:3, it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right? Because they're going to continue to do what they've been doing, knowing that it's one-sided, and those people can't do nothing about it. So it's going to further anger their Muslim neighbors. And, Turkey, they already said, man, the hell with them. We're done with them. They're going to force everybody's hand. And you already being made small among the heathen and being greatly despised. Everybody's turning against you. All right, America, Babylon, and Amalek. So you get ready to face Iran directly. Hey, Russia, China, North Korea, and all their allies, BRICS. Because Russia's already considering to basically have a direct showdown with NATO, and that's gonna pull America in. But you got to worry about Iran on the other front. So either way, it's all being set up for everybody to fight this final world's war. Because it's the Lord that's mustering the host of the battle. Okay. So Armageddon is around the corner. Okay. But going back to these rats, they'll celebrate peace while still aiming and firing. That's how they get down. That's what this is what they've been doing. Okay. We're talking about the red horse that was made to take away peace from the earth. There ain't gonna never be no peace as long as they're in power, ever. So this is straight up bullshit. They're gaslighting basically the world. Okay. So anyway, I just want to have quick words on that. And to the next one, I say, hey, Shalom. Yahweh Shemel Shabbat Shalom.